my in-laws asked me to build them a round dining table to replace their large rectangular one. We came up with the design together, a thick ash top with a beautiful pedestal and round base. We even picked out the boards for the top together, which made the project that much more personal. For the pedestal, I decided to use some rough pine to save on costs. I knew it would be a challenge to turn and might not look quite as refined. But I wasn't too concerned since the base will be painted a soft cream color to match their chairs.
Ash in and perfect. Nice and straight. Look at that.
You can see the complete pedestal build in my other video here. By the way, if you enjoy this kind of content, hit that like button. It really helps push my videos to a wider audience and lets me take on more ambitious projects. And if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe. It really makes a difference.
Nice even glue out.
I skipped most of the repetitive prep work and focus on the main build. Still, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more of in the future videos. When it came to cutting the round tabletop, I used a 1/2-inch router bit and made several passes. I should have stopped a little sooner though. I ended up with a paper thin layer of ash that chipped away when I flush trimmed it. Fortunately, it didn't hurt the project at all. I really need to invest in a battery-powered jigsaw. I gave the top and bottom of the table a rounded profile. I used a 3/8 of an inch round over bit.
Alright, so basically after the glue up, I have about, in total, probably about just under 1/8 of an inch little bow here. So I'm going to put these stiffeners recessed inside the underneath of the tabletop, right? And I'm going to account for a joining plate here that's going to go in between. So I got this at 24, I'm going to cut this down to 20 so I can have the exterior here at 24.
After the glue up, there was a slight bow across the width,
Just to get it centered.
somewhere between a 1/16 and 1/8 of an inch. From what I've read, that's pretty normal with wide panel glue ups.
There you go.
I don't have access to a large planer or a wide belt sander, so I used C-channels underneath to pull the tabletop flat, and it worked out perfectly. I used a palm router with a 1/4 inch upcut spiral bit to recess the C-channel into the underside of the tabletop, so it sits perfectly flush. I set the bit a little too deep, and about a foot into the cut it snapped. And the only bit I had left in the shop was a 3/16 of an inch spiral. So I made multiple shallow passes to finish the job. In the end, it worked out perfectly and the channel lined up clean and straight. What you see here is the pedestal base. I made it out of 8/4 inch maple. I didn't show the glue up for this one because it's identical to the tabletop. Here I'm using a compass to evenly space out 6 holes. For the calculation, it was simple. I asked ChatGPT, what is the chord for a 9-inch diameter circle to divide into 6 equal parts? And it gave me the 4.5 inches. Holes aren't always perfect when you're doing them by hand, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going clockwise this way, and I'm going to mark the holes underneath as well. I installed threaded inserts to fasten the pieces of the table together. 6 per pedestal face and another 6 for the mounting plate. This makes it sturdy, but also easy to disassemble later if needed. All in all, this build tested my patience and planning, but it turned out beautifully. There's something rewarding about taking rough lumber and turning it into a piece that your family will gather round for years to come. For the finish of the tabletop, I went with Rubio Monocoat Pure. It's really easy to apply. Pour it on, rub it in with a pad, then wipe it off. It leaves no streaks and is very durable. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments.